I do listen to Deitrich Davis. He would tell you he's even seen me comment in his live stream. No hate at all. So I'm listening to this for the first time. Deitrich Davis is talking about WWE intentionally failing Jade Cargill, in this Rhea Ripley storyline she got going on leading to WrestleMania. I don't know what the big bro Deitrich Davis is about to say, but we definitely about to listen to it, and we definitely about to get into it, and we about to react to it. But watch this though.
New Wrestling World Order. Deitrich Davis here. I want to talk to you guys about the things that you may love that might be systematically out to destroy you. The things that you grew up to appreciate and want to be a part of sometimes don't want you to grow. Sometimes the things that we go after and we choose to accomplish work 100% against us when we are 100% for them. Just recently, friend of the show, love of the show, Jade Cargill went on to Complex News and had an interview with the people over at.
If y'all didn't see that, I will advise that you go and see our sister Jade Cargill doing her interview over there on the news channel. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all would definitely appreciate it. But go ahead, D.
Complex. It was a very cookie cutter interview. It was something that there was nothing to write home to mom about. You got to see how beautiful Jade was, how well she speaks, how intelligent she is, how much understanding she has for the business of professional wrestling, whether some people out on these YouTube streets, some people out in the IWC see as otherwise.
The April 15th tax deadline is coming, and your tax...
Yeah, we're going to cut that down. Everybody monetize. Hey, man, if y'all would, subscribe to the channel, man. Help your boy get up to 200 subscribers, man. Don't hate on your boy. Let's make that happen.
Whether some people out on these YouTube streets, some people out in the IWC see as otherwise. But weirdly, Jade Cargill said one line that told the problem that she has within World Wrestling Entertainment. It explained to me everything that she needs and everything they won't give her. Yet she is still great. Yet she still presents well. She's learning her ring awareness. A couple of weeks ago on SmackDown, she had one of the most solid matches on the whole show.
The whole show?
She has to learn on the fly because WWE has gotten rid of house shows unless you're going out across the world and you do a bunch of house shows in Europe. And so on and so on. But ladies and gentlemen, Jade Cargill told us something very important. I wish they would give me more matches. Hold on to that. She knows what she needs. The company knows.
Now, if I can stop it right there, I've watched Jade Cargill ever since she came into the wrestling business. I also understand the WWE system of wrestling. I like Jade Cargill. That's my girl. I think she's the future of it. We're not going to sit back and deny that she still does need a little bit more work. And that's the reason why they put her on teams with B-Fab and Nick Chan so that she won't have to be the one to have to take the bumps and stuff like that while they still building her. Nick Chan and B-Fab, who both need more camera time, but nobody is definitely invested into some of the storylines that they've given them over these past few weeks, months, whatever. So them putting Nick Chan and B-Fab on teams with Jade Cargill, that's a plus because they get to get TV time. And for Jade Cargill to have them around her, that's also a plus because they get to take the bumps for her while she's still learning and she can just pretty much get in all of the offense. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, she do need more matches, but hey, maybe she need more matches on NXT. Maybe she need more matches in AAA. Maybe she need more matches somewhere else. But the audience that's gonna see her the most, the big audience, the Raws, the SmackDown, and if you want to say it was cool, whatever. She hasn't met that standard, But I do agree if they can push somebody like Maxine, then they definitely can push somebody like Jade Cargill. But I'm just here to make the statement to let it be known that I don't think it's because of her skin color or the biasness. She definitely need more work. And if we're going to present her to the WWE audience as this top upper echelon type of female, we shouldn't wait forever, but we definitely shouldn't pull the trigger when she's not ready. Yeah, we put the championship on her because she's more ready than what she was before she came into the company. But is she on the level of a Charlotte, a Becky, a Rhea? To me, Rhea is the top female in the company right now. And Jade is definitely going to take that spot. But hey, is it right now? Let's keep going.
She needs. I wish they would give me more matches. She understands what wrestling needs in order to be greater than what she's already presenting as greatness. She knows she needs more matches. Yet, week to week on SmackDown, we realize almost 80 dates and no title defense. Hell, they try to make a programmable joke about it when it came to her having a program with that little muscle queen, that little white girl over there. And then I got to thinking, she's saying I need more matches. That means she wants to be better at the craft,
right?
Because it is a craft of professional wrestling. She wants to be greater than just presentation. She wants to be greater than just going out there and looking good, smelling good, talking good, feeling good.
Right.
She wants to be capable of elite level wrestling.
Right.
But yet, Triple H and the powers that be, the people over there that understand the matrix and mechanics of professional wrestling, has found the way to minutely remove it from Jade Cargill.
Don't upload your videos to YouTube.
Come on, man. Oh, y'all for real?
Live stream.
Well, while that's going on, then let me speak on what the big brother just said, the big homie. Yeah, I agree with what he said too. Yeah, what she just showed, I wasn't even looking, bro. Anyway, I agree with what he just said, man. She did acknowledge that she need more matches, and by saying that, she do want to be better than what she is, and the only way to get better is by having those matches, having the spotlight on her, having the camera on her. So the mistakes that she made, she can clean those up. When you do good, cool. Every person, every artist, no matter what field you're in, you take the pats on the back for the stuff that you did good, but you're more focused on the stuff that you did wrong. So yeah, in order for her to be able to grow in the way that any person would grow, then yeah, she definitely need more matches. But where at? Because we definitely don't want to see more boxes. We don't want to see no more boxes, even though they're going to happen. You know what I'm saying? That definitely from a person who we saying that's the future, the less of those boxes that can show up on camera, that's good. And if WWE, which have been around for a long time, including people like Triple H, not just the company itself, for the most part, they do know what they're talking about. They can see when a person is green and then when they're lime green or light green. So maybe they're just not all the way ready. The only pushback I would give on that is to say that, well, if she's not ready for the most part, then why put the belt on her? But that's the reason why I do believe that she's ready for the most part, And the way that they are letting her be around the spotlight, be around the lights, the cameras, and action and all that is by having B5 and Michan with her to where she can still be in the scenario, but not have to take all the falls and all the bumps until she have had more training on doing that. Her doing moves to other people, cool, but when the moves get done back to you, how do you react to that? So, I think that's where they're at. Yeah, this commercial is over. Let's get back to it.
Gil. Understand the matrix and mechanics of professional wrestling has found the way to minutially remove it from Jade Cargill. It can be easily said that Jade is not a great wrestler. Jade understands the mechanics of professional wrestling. She understands the movement of professional wrestling. Hell, Daniel Bryan is one of her wrestling teachers after she entered the world of AEW. But she said, and I went back and looked, I tried to do all the wrestling mechanics. People didn't want that, and it is true. When she tried to give you the headlocks and the wrist locks, when she tried to give you the arm breakers and the arm bars, when she tried to give you the 1-2, bounce off the rope, lay on the mat, hop over, arm drag, when she tried to give you that, you didn't want that. But when she was power bombing, power slamming, and throwing bitches from pillar to post, you all wanted that.
Excuse the profanity.
You wanted to see black dominance be as destructive and direct as possible, and she gave you that.
She did.
That was getting Jade Cargill, and I was at those AEW shows. That what was getting her standing ovations. That what was giving her chairs. Why other YouTubers was upset at that. She learned one particular formula. I'm 5'10". I'm 170 of muscle. They don't want to see me have a traditional match in the women's world. They want to see me break bitches in half. She's right. When we see Jade Cargill, we want to see her break a bitch. Even when she held
profanity.
Ripley this past week on Friday Night SmackDown, guess what? We was almost worried for Rhea Ripley. Ripley looked too fragile, too broken, too much weight loss. And as if as we just wanted to see her break Rhea Ripley. Maybe we need to understand that Jade understands the format, framework, and presentation of professional wrestling she needs to give you. And then I started going back and watching her matches. A lot of these wrestling bitches were botching on Jade Cargill on purpose. All of a sudden, you forgot a moment here. You forgot how to do a portion of a move here. What if they're so scared of Jade Cargill that they are not giving their best to her?
You should already know Prize Picks is now available in most states. Yep.
Now, I will say this too, man. We seen what happened in the Twitter spat that went down online where, it started out between Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. And Rhea Ripley pretty much backed out, but we saw other females from the WWE roster chime in, and they kind of gave their disdain for Jade Cargill. Like, we can't just overlook that. So that does play a role, So for a female in the wrestling division to botch moves so that a person will look bad, yeah, that's definitely not unheard of. And for the females who came out saying that they don't like her on Twitter, which were some of the females that she had matches with, if those botches did happen in those matches, now it just proved the point. Let's get back to it.
Are not giving, got a moment here. You forgot how to do a portion of a move here. What if they're so scared of Jade Cargill that they are not giving their best to her? But 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, now going on 3, she had a wrestling match with almost no mistakes, no botches. It was well paced. It was slowed down. She gave you some strength and small technical ability, and it was almost a perfect match, which tells us she doesn't have a wrestling problem. She doesn't have a ring awareness problem. She might be intentionally being failed by WWE because they might not want to see her be dominant. Oh, they want to make money off of her. Oh, they want the black dollar off of her.
Conspiracy.
Oh, they want to be able to say we have a black woman that we crowned as WWE champion. So how dare you say you don't have any representation or DEI fodder? Nah. Like I said earlier this week, we not worried about DEI. We ain't worried about representation. What we want is our black dominance and our black greatness on the screen.
Now, see, this is where I got to pause it at. Now, before Jade Cargill even came to WWE, we have seen black dominance from the female division through Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, multi-time WrestleMania, multi-time women's champion. So they are not holding somebody back because of that, because we can see that Bianca Belair got all of that stuff before Jade. So it can't be for that. Now, if we want to blame it on the individuals, if we want to blame it on, let's say when B was doing it, those same females was hating on B, but they just, didn't say it online. Well, now that Jade Cargill is here, we can say that they are hating on her because they don't want to see her take the same path that WWE gave to Bianca Belair, and she can actually exceed that path. I would take that argument. I wouldn't say WWE is hating on her because they've already proven that they'll get behind a black female. So it ain't that. But definitely being sabotaged by individuals that she has been in the ring with. If that's true, then I can believe that. Yeah, so we're just going to go off that. Let's go.
WWE's number one bitch, which would be labeled as Rhea Ripley, stood next to WWE's baddest bitch, that bitch, and we learning step by step that Rhea ain't physically built to stand toe-to-toe with a Jade Cargill.
Come on now, we know
that's
that.
Triple Nose's favorite. Oh, that's Triple Noseman's love. Oh, that is Triple K's go-to girl.
Triple K.
4 WrestleManias in a row, she has been in the world title picture. Whether she politicked her way or, as Jade and Bianca said, went back and complained to creative in the office to put yourself in position. Now you are up against a woman who actually knows what the business needs and wants. Go and listen to that complex interview with Jade Cargill. She understands the assignment. The problem is WWE don't want her to complete the assignment.
Oh, that's the part I don't believe.
Why else would you put the World Championship on Jade Cargill and almost for 2 months and a half have her not even defend the World's Championship?
Because she's not all the way.
Why is it that any other woman who held that title?
I can answer that. It's because she's not all the way ready. Don't get me wrong, she's ready. She ain't well done though. You know what I'm saying? If you want to call her what they say, I don't even want to say medium rare. She's way past medium rare. You know what they want to say, a medium well. If you want to go there, okay, she there. Well, maybe they do want to present her at her highest, at her finest, once she understands all the techniques. I would definitely agree that for the most part, she got it down pat. And she definitely understands the wrestling business because she don't have to be here. She don't have to be here. She has enough money. She's done enough in life to where wrestling is something that she's having fun with. But since she's having fun with it, don't treat me as if I'm a person who don't understand the business. So I definitely agree on that. But at the same time, she's not a vet. She's not a person who grew up in this business. She know how to shoot the basketball more than she do know how to wrestle. But she is still do I want to say good? She's still a good wrestler. And I definitely would say she understands. That's the point. She understands. You can understand something and your body and your movements does not move in the same way as to something that you understand. Kind of like dancing. You see a lot of people who love dancing, Can't dance for nothing. They can tell you all the moves, tell you all the shakes, all the arm movements, all the leg, knees, thighs, how that should go, but they can't do it themselves. So it's one thing to understand, it's another thing to perform, you know. So I think that's the stage that she at. Let's go.
Before her, damn near defended the title every week. Tiffany Stratton defended that title every week. The longest was a 2-week break for
Tiffany Stratton. I know that she was a newbie at first too when it comes to move in the ring, all that stuff. Even if she didn't, I don't know. I'm not saying she did it. Even if she didn't understand her movement in the ring and understanding of the business and all that at the time they did what they did with her. Oh yeah, she was definitely more ready. Tiffany was more ready coming from NXT, and Jade never even went to NXT. Tiffany was ready before she left NXT. And of course, I like Jade more than I like Tiffany, you know. But just being honest with it, yeah, Tiffany was way more ready when she left NXT to come to the main roster than what Jade was just coming to WWE, period. So that's just 100.
Tiffany Stratton, but she defended that title over and over and over and over, week after week, night after night. Before Tiffany Stratton held the WWE Women's Championship, Nia Jax held that championship for almost 6 months. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? She held that championship and defended it week after week after week after week, night after night after night after night after night. Damn near not even going more than 2 weeks without defending the World's Championship, the WWE World Championship.
WWE Champion! So Steve Austin didn't come out here to talk about opening up a big fat can of wolf ass.
What you gonna do, man? When Hulkamania runs wild, are you?
Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes and we'll buy you up to $200. Apply now. Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes and we'll buy you up to $200. Apply now. Open a Chime checking account in 2 minutes and we'll buy you up to $200. Apply now.
Damn, when Rhea Ripley was world's champion, she defended that championship non-motherfucking stop.
Excuse the
Charlotte
profanity.
Flair, consistent defender of the championship. Am I giving you enough examples to program into your head so that you can begin to understand, wait a second, all of a sudden, title defenses stop?
No.
Because of Jade Cargill?
Now, see, that's the part I disagree with. I disagree with the majority of what the bro is saying, but nah, I wouldn't say that's why it stopped. Look at the names that he named. We're talking about people like Charlotte Flair. Come on, bro. Jade Cargill is not on the level of a Charlotte Flair, bro. Let's just be for real. I don't care what the skin color is like. Wrestling itself, knowledge of it, placement, movement, being here, being there, right spots, right time, and all that. Come on, man. She ain't no Charlotte Flair.
That got me to thinking, and I's a thinking nigga. WWE intentionally failed her. Some can say we didn't want her botching and doing bad movement in the ring because she's not a great wrestler. That was proven wrong 3 weeks ago. Go back 3 weeks ago on SmackDown. Go watch her have her match. It was damn near flawless. Her wrestling ability is not the problem. WWE is telling her to go out there and do big moves only. You're only going to get 6 to 7 minutes. And even though you're the world champion, we're not going to present you as a true fighting world champion.
We're going to give you 6 to 7 minutes. I don't think nobody is saying she's a great wrestler. I would definitely think that people are saying, yes, she have improved. Now, we're talking about 6 to 7 minutes. What about an Iron Woman match? Can you imagine all the botches that Jade would have had, just say 2 months ago, in an Iron Woman match for an hour? Come on, like, we just got to be realistic. I'm not, maybe in the past a little bit, but I'm not for the racism claim right now. And that don't mean that people aren't racist as individuals, but no, I'm not for the racist claim. When you look at NXT, when you look at Evolve, when you look at LFG and all that stuff, look at all those black people. Those black people are moving up. Look at all the black women from NXT that's about to move up to the main roster that's already ready. They have more experience than Jay Cargill have. Now, Jay Cargill is the it factor though. So she get to move in front of the line. The stuff that she lacks can get overlooked based off of her looks. And that's a plus. You know, it is what it is. You don't get to choose how you look, you know, outside of like, you know, working out and all that stuff. But I'm talking about the total package. Jade Cargill got to skip the line because she looks like the total package, and I'm all for it. So she should get the same treatment as somebody like the Ultimate Warrior or somebody like, you know, give her that push. She has that push. She has that push so much so that they put the belt on her. They put the belt on her to where even the position that they do give her, if she messed that up, they're willing to try to cover up that, to try to make it seem right in the eyes of the public, because they put the belt on her. So they want all eyes on her. They put the belt on her because they want the eyes on her. But they're not going so far so as to say, well, let me give her a Hell in a Cell match, you know, with Bayley. You know what I'm saying? No, she's not ready for that shit. So even though she's there now, and we see her now, and they want people to have a focus on her now, it doesn't have to be a total focus. And I don't think that what's going on now is taken away from the total focus that is going to be in the future overall. Now, when the future comes and we are breaking down that stuff, then we'll talk about it then. But right now, yeah, I don't think that they're mistreating her. I think that they are literally wanting the best outcome for her, and we're gonna semi wait to make sure that she can do the things that other women have done in the past before we put her in those extreme positions. That would be my point of view. But
Understands the formula, mechanics of ring awareness, and technique of professional wrestling. They didn't want to show you that. This company controls every aspect of everything those talent do. Right. And when you got $1 million worth of game walking down that ring, looking like, smelling like, talking like pure motherfucking money, at that moment in time, you want to treat her like a broke bitch. That's the problem with the WWE. That is the problem. Look at Chelsea Green, for example. Had one of the best matches in the history of professional wrestling with Penta, and still yet, they slow her down and bottom her out to be less than what she can be. Maybe this company has a history of making sure true talent is not pushed and not to be personified.
Now, see, that's my problem right there. So we can't make it a racist thing, because if we're saying that they did the same thing to Chelsea Green, in which I believe that Chelsea Green is more veteran wrestling than Jade Cargill, if they would do the same thing to her, then we can't say it's because of race. That's my whole point. Now, we can just blame it on WWE being people who see talent and they don't capitalize off of it, no matter where that talent is. But to try to make it because it's Jade Cargill and she's black, then nah, I disagree with that. But watch this though.
By you. The IWC, the casual watcher, the lover and supporter of professional wrestling, which means if the WWE is intentionally failing Jade Cargill, that means the WWE is intentionally failing you. You are the onlooker. You are the fan. You are the financial institution of that company's body and framework. And yet they consistently and undoubtedly disrespect you and your intelligence.
Snap your W-2 and file your
Come on,
taxes
man.
100%.
The brother be starting cooking, and then y'all want to. Ain't nothing wrong with it. The brother is monetized. You know, he's getting his money. I'm trying to get monetized too, man. So if y'all can, man, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, like, share, let them know that Mr. No Ducks himself is inside the algorithm. Come on, we want to get back to the video. Shout out to Deitrich Davis, man, over there at the NWWWO. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the brother's channel, man. No hate, no nothing coming from me at all. Just responding to stuff that I heard. And y'all will get more videos like this on other people and all that other good stuff, man, you know. Let's see, can we get the brother back? Here we go.
We can make anyone look horrible in the ring, but it takes greatness to make her look phenomenal in the ring. 3 weeks ago, we saw her look phenomenal. We saw her not botch. We saw her not mess up. What if the talent of being told, when you get out there, don't give it your all. Just take the big moves. And the bitches are waiting there, phoning it in to take the big moves. What if they put her up against Rhea Ripley instead of Charlotte Flair, because we know Charlotte Flair going to show up at WrestleMania, but Rhea Ripley might phone this one in. Or as another black woman about to be severely hurt as the way Bianca Belair had that alleged freak accident with Rhea Ripley. We all saw that WrestleMania. Broke her knuckle in the middle.
Hey, that's something to think about, man. Only thing I would say is, I mean, what's the likelihood of somebody gonna hurt somebody's finger? Like, you know, like you're probably gonna want to hurt an arm or a leg or a neck or a back. I mean, like finger, you know. Me and a couple of other wrestling people been talking about this, and we was like, dang, bro, like she can't even come back because her finger won't bend. Like, what's the likelihood of that? That is some freak accident type of stuff. But anyway.
Of the ring, and Bianca pushed through and continued to execute black ring excellence. Dominance personified. Dominance on display. And once again, we got dominance teetering at the top of greatness. But will WWE allow Jade Cargill to go past the presentation that they have given to her at this moment in time?
Oh, no.
They failed her so far. And in the midst of them failing Jade Cargill, she still looks better and presents better than every woman in that ring. She looks better and she presents better than every woman that walks down to the ring. She's not just $1 million. She is millions of bucks. And as much as WWE might be pulling the carpet from up under her, is as much as they may be just keeping her back, as much as they're trying all of that shit, her greatness is still showing. You can't destroy it, even if you wanted to. You can't get rid of it, even if you wanted to. You can't even deny it, even if you wanted to. And Jade Cargill is the identification, the explanation, and the understanding, overstanding, and you know I love to use this one, understanding of it.
Yeah, I ain't trying to go here with the brother, but if y'all remember in my other videos talking about the conscious community, people who hate the Bible, anybody that use that understanding, overstanding, be careful, man. All you got to do is understand. The people that understand are way better than the people who overstand, understand, and all that stuff. When you watch the conscious community, in which I'm not saying that the brother Deitrich Davis is a part of, but when you watch the conscious community, which is where those terms come from, understanding and all that other stuff, man, them people be scammers. Like, they be trying to take your money to feed you misinformation. So your eyebrows should go up. Your eyes should be bucked anytime you hear somebody talk about understanding and overstanding. And then y'all already know that about me if you listen to my other videos that don't have nothing to do with wrestling, but the conscious community dudes like the Brother Polites and the Sonettas and the Shaka Utmoses and all these people. So this stuff.
Those people stand at oddness when she walks down to the ring. And even when she's in the ring, they love everything about Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill's it factor is so strong. There's some YouTubers out there that say she's never elevated anyone. Jade Cargill now has B-Fab and Meacham standing by her side, and they are going to walk down the rampway of WrestleMania standing beside Jade Cargill.
Right.
She just elevated two people to the main
Not yet, but yeah, I agree. It don't happen.
That's funny. Yeah. When Roman Reigns did that with...
Didn't I just talk about that like a few minutes ago? Didn't I just say that I think that B-Fab and Meechan needed more TV time, and the storylines that they put them in wasn't really doing it for them, and they are finna push Jade. So while Jade gets ready, and Meechan been ready, B-Fab, she been ready too. Meechan been ready longer than B-Fab. So why not let them get the TV time and take the bumps and all that stuff for Jade while Jade continues to get better? She's not green. I would say she's past lime green. You know, she's definitely fading into different shades, but she's not all the way there yet. And if they are waiting for her to get get all the way there, not all the way, but more than halfway to all the way there, then I don't see nothing wrong with that. Because at the same time, they can uplift people like B-Fab and Meechan in the meantime. So I don't really see the complaint, but watch this though.
The Usos, we didn't even realize that the Usos was a part of a WrestleMania main event. Two people we thought wouldn't be there. And then later on the next year, the Usos were main eventing night one of WrestleMania.
Main event, Jey Uso, yeet.
Would you believe that? Yeah. Against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
That is how important Roman was to them walking down to the ring with him.
Right.
And even if they didn't walk down to the ring, they were involved with Roman keeping his championship, which means they main evented WrestleMania.
So why can't B-Fab and Meechan do the same thing?
What if we're looking at those two women elevating dress style, talk style, look style, wrestling style, movement, and then...
Now, let's get back on what he said. He said, people are saying that Jade Cargill has never elevated anybody. And then we are going to name that what it can look like in the future for B-Fab and Meechan since they are aligned with Jade. Well, they're aligned right now. It haven't happened yet. Of course, we can see the future, so that's not an argument. When somebody says that, hey, Jade Cargill has never elevated anybody, the answer is, yeah, that's right. Now, will she elevate people? Oh, yeah. And now that the storyline that she's in, can we see the potential of her elevating two people? Definitely. Has it happened yet? No. So it ain't no argument on nothing like that. Not right now. You know what I'm saying? But watch this, though.
with Jade Cargill for the next 2 years, and with the right pieces put in place, those two females are main eventing a night one of WrestleMania, taking the women's tag team championships to the next level.
Facts.
What are we talking here? What if next year's main event, night one of WrestleMania, is Meacham and B-Fab versus Bianca Belair and Naomi?
If is a big word to be spelled with 2 letters.
Pulling up the women's tag team division and making it pure excellence. But you might not. A lot of people don't want to see no black women do that. Now, do they? It can happen.
See, I love my brother Deitrich Davis. That's the only part right there I disagree with. Stuff like that. I don't believe that. I mean, I can be proven wrong. Don't get me wrong. And if I'm proven wrong, then I'll bow out gracefully. I don't believe that, man. I don't think that WWE is pushing people back because of that. Not in this day and era. Maybe in the past, of course, we can definitely spot the racism, the Ernie Lass, the Farouz, the first black heavyweight world champion. The only reason why I have the big gold belt from WCW is because I saw Booker T with it. That was the first black person I seen with the world heavyweight championship for the age that I'm at. That's, to me, out of everything that y'all seen in my video, all the memorabilia, everything I have, the collective stuff I have, that big gold belt to me is my most prized possession. And for me, it's because of Booker T. That's the first black person that I seen with it. And you know, I wouldn't say I'm a part of, but I've been around the conscious community since 2012. So a lot of talking points that my brother give, I'm definitely familiar with it. I'm just happy to see somebody who loves wrestling into the same era of information that I'm into. So, hey, Deitrich Davis, big bro, no hate towards you, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait till we do a show, video, whatever together, whether that's on this wrestling stuff or even on just our ideologies as you being an atheist and me being a Christian, man. I think we could definitely build a community on something like that. But yeah, those are talking points where I disagree with you on, man. Or people like that on. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that WWE is holding Jade Cargill back for nothing that has to do with her skin color. Not in 2026. Yeah, I really don't believe that. But watch this though.
We already had 2 black men main event. Mercedes Moné, a.k.a. Sasha Banks, and Bianca Belair. Who says this can't be a reality? That the blackest main event in WrestleMania is soon to come.
Oh, that's going to happen. Oh, you want to know? Man, look at all these. I'm not being racist. I'm just being 100. Look at all these black people coming up from NXT. Bro, wrestling is about to turn into the NBA. Oh, it's definitely about to happen. Now, I can remember back in the early 2000s, mid-2000s, where there were white wrestlers talking about this. Man, we got to protect our spot. We got to make sure that, you know, this don't turn into the NBA. That's happening now, despite how they felt. And it ain't because of none that we saying on YouTube or none of that stuff. If it is about the product, if you want the people who's going to give the best presentation for the product, let me say it this way. Javon Evans is not a luchador. Look at the match that Javon Evans just had this past week with all the other luchadors. He was doing the moves better than them. He ain't from Mexico. Look at Obafemi. Obafemi is not a, you know, people call Brock Lesnar a corn-fed white boy. Look at how big he is. Obafemi is not a corn-fed white boy. He just as big, just as powerful. Just like, come on, man. So I definitely see it, and I definitely understand that that's what it used to be. I don't think we could say that today, man. That's my only pushback. And I'm not even playing this video for pushback. This is my first time listening to this particular video. I do follow Deitrich Davis, and I advise all the rest of y'all go follow Deitrich Davis. So this has nothing to do with a hate train. It's just my, you know what I'm saying, my reaction to it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take it to the Christian versus atheist thing, then you can chalk it up to that more than you could the WWE thing. But watch this though.
Looking for streamers everywhere. Looking for streamers everywhere.
Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop that, bro. You don't got to, but.
And don't say Meechum ain't black. The bitch half black, and the bitch half Chihuahua. Yeah.
Meechum is not black. Now, if you want to say half, okay, cool, I'll take that. But I will say this. She represents our culture, though. I will say that. She's, you know how you got like black friends and then black friends have other friends because they resonate with those friends? Oh, yeah, Meechum is definitely one of those. She's definitely accepted. She's invited to the cookout, 100%. She would rock for a person who don't belong at the cookout over a person that does belong at the cookout who sees, who not gonna say nothing about the person who don't belong at the cookout. So yeah, Meechum is definitely accepted. She's one of us. I vouch for that. She's married to Keith
Game
Lee.
looking a little bit different over in WWE.
Come on now.
You put 3 black women together, and excellence looks even more excellent. It even gives the defining word of it even more fucking power. That excellence is dominance. We are the dominant.
Now this is what I see WWE doing. Y'all remember when Jade Cargill was over there in ECW? She had a faction. You know, she had a couple of chicks to come out with her to the stage, and you know they drop money and dance and all this other stuff. They're giving her that same thing, but under the WWE umbrella. Those females that she was with back then, some of them was wrestlers. I can't even lie to you. I don't even remember their name. I think I do know who they are, but at the moment, they are so irrelevant. I don't even remember their name. So they're giving her that same spotlight, but with women that actually mean something, such as Meechum and B5. So I think that that's what they're doing. You know, they see that she was more powerful in having a faction or a stable or something like that. And even though she's better than what she is, she's better now than what she was then. So, hey, why not bring that back while at the same time still letting her grow? So I think that's what they're doing. And that's just my personal opinion. But watch this, though.
Gene of this planet, first of man, identified and told to us by the white man, first of man, genetically superior, genetically on point, undefeatable, undoubtable. Every world that we touch of entertainment, we dominate, and no one can follow us.
Now, that perspective right there, I agree. I remember when I used to be racist, and I didn't even know I was racist, but somebody had broke it down to me. So I was racist under a misconception. I believe that black people were more athletic. Mexicans work harder. Chinese have more intellect when it comes to tech. You know, white people had more intellect when it comes to business and stuff like that. And somebody really pointed out to me one day that, dang, man, you're being biased towards this racism. Even though that's not like a hateful side of racism, it's kind of just putting people in the category based off of observation. But the way that my brother Deitrich Davis explaining it, yeah, I don't think nobody is denying that black people are more athletic, but that don't make us better than nobody. Because if I'm more athletic, right, but the money that I make come from the person who owns the team, which person which person would I rather be? Would I rather be the person that's on the basketball court bouncing the basketball, or would I be the person that owns the team that pays the person who bounced the basketball? Like, no, so we are not genetically superior in no way, shape, or form. Because even when it comes to athleticism, you have black people who are not athletic. Like, even when it comes to being white, even if I wanted to give them, hey man, shoot, y'all more smarter in this area. There are white people who are not more smarter than that area. Or if I want to say, hey man, Mexicans work harder than anybody, you have lazy Mexicans. So it has nothing to do with genetics at all. But watch this though.
This brings me to Rhea Ripley. Because, hey, bitch, I heard you watched that video I made about you. So let me say this to you, Rhea.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor.
Shut up.
Make sure you do what you got to do when it comes to being on that grand stage. Because even if you lose to Jade Cargill, that can step you up in a world of excellence. Because if you win, all you do is enforce the allegations on Triple Nose.
Now, y'all heard my WWE 42 wrestler predictions. Oh, Jade Cargill better win this match. Even though I don't think it has nothing to do with racism, oh, she better win this match. Rhea Ripley don't need the belt. Rhea Ripley in this position right here for this WrestleMania, she should be used to put Jade Cargill over. If they not thinking that, then yeah, something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? And I would not like to blame it on racism, but then maybe Deitrich Davis is right. If Jade Cargill don't go over at this WrestleMania, even though I disagree with the majority of stuff that he said, if she don't go over at this WrestleMania and it's not racism, then hell, what else could it be? And I will come back, and we definitely doing a WrestleMania post show, me and my crew. I would definitely come back and be like, man, what the heck? But watch this though.
Or are you going to go out there and botch yourself with that new frail frame you got and that sickness you look like you got running all through your body? It's all right, ladies and gentlemen. We got to recognize our greatness at the highest plateau at any category and in every category. No questions asked. But WWE, it seems like they've been trying to fail Jade by giving her less to do when they should have been giving her more. Go over to that Complex interview. Just type in Complex interview with Jade Cargill. Complex, you can thank me later. But she knew it.
I would say less to do, but not less in mindset, because how could they think less of her and they put the belt on her? Oh, she definitely haven't had a lot to do. But it would have to be for the reasons that I explained earlier, if it's not for those reasons. So if not for those reasons, then I gotta 100% agree with the brother Deitrich Davis. If it's not for those reasons, then it have to be racism. But I can't believe that it's that. For one thing alone, they put the belt on them. So.
He said it. They don't want to see me do the technical stuff. They just want to see me slam and drop bitches. And she's right.
But every super heavyweight that we've came across, they said the same thing to them too. I can remember when the Big Show came into business and he was saying, well, I can do this, I can do that, but they just want me to do this. I can remember Kane saying the same thing. I can remember Taker saying the same thing. I'm trying to think of somebody that's more recent than those people from the Attitude Era. But I can remember them saying, well, look, I can, Matt Morgan. It was like, I can do a backflip. I can do this, I can do that. But when I got to WWE, they was like, nah, don't do that. You know, just do this, just do that. So I don't think it's a racist thing.
Understood the subconscious of what professional wrestling fans wanted. Never mind your JDs from New York who say she can't wrestle. We learned 3 weeks ago the bitch can wrestle.
She can wrestle.
That's not an issue. But what if WWE has been intentionally failing her by telling the women, just phone it in. You know, it's Jade's thing, few power bombs, do this, do that.
Don't upload your videos to YouTube.
Man, go on, Reese.
Where I would have been putting her in the ring with people like Charlotte Flair, one-on-one, for the WWE Championship. Let Charlotte eat that pin like she almost got her. Put her in there with Chelsea Green. Put her in there with people that can get it done. Put her in there with Natalie Neidhart.
Right. Now, I agree with that.
Put her in there
I agree.
with the women who can get the job done.
I agree with that. Yeah.
That becomes the problem with it, because they gave us 6 months of her and Tiffany Stratton, and Tiffany is a botch queen through and through. And if you sit back and think about it, even when they put her in there with not Naomi, excuse me, when they put her in there with Nia Jax damn near tried to end her motherfucking career.
Nah, that I
Jealousy
agree.
is a motherfucker.
Yeah, I agree with that. Nah, for real.
It's always the ones, and I'm saying this to all my white counterparts. You are always the ones who were jealous of black people who
You are always the ones, and we ain't talking about the bloodline.
were not jealous of you. You are always jealous of black people that are not jealous of you. I'm going to talk black to the day I die, unapologetically,
Talk black to me.
undoubtedly, unequivocally, and unfearfully. We're in a business.
Ain't nothing wrong with talking black. Like I say, I come from the conscious community. I understand the pro-blackness and all that. All skin folk ain't kin folk, man. So for us to give caveats to other races for what they do, while at the same time we're able to point out a person who's our same race that did the same thing to us, proves that it ain't just skin color. It's the person, man. It's what Dr. King said. We should judge people based off of the content of their character and not the color of our skin. We know that that's a fact because we have had people our own skin color do us worse than somebody that wasn't our skin color. It only takes one experience for that to be debunked, and we all have experienced that. So for that fact alone, yeah, it's cool pro any of that. That's the truth. But watch this though.
That the black business of professional wrestling is right on the precipice of being the only business of WWE. It's not working. The white boys ain't cutting it no more. This black skin, this black gold you see is unquestionably the most important element to the future of the WWE.
Now, if we got black gold, don't we got white gold? Don't we got yellow gold? How does if it all come from gold, but it's just a different color, then how is one more superior than the other? That's logic. Gold is the common denominator. Having melanin in your skin, in which everybody, I need y'all to understand this, everybody has melanin in their skin. It's just that some people have less, some people have more. The people with more are no better than the people with less because we all have it. And in this area, in which we can agree on, black people may be more athletic. Think about all the other areas though. So if we're going to pat ourselves on the back for being more athletic, then shouldn't another race pat themselves on the back for being more than whatever it is, the area that they're in? But watch this though.
It's just where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. It's just the truth and proof in the matter. It don't matter who you acknowledge. It doesn't matter who you yeet for. It doesn't matter
We acknowledge Roman Reigns, bro.
who you bark for. It doesn't matter who you say wepa for. It does not matter who you chant. No matter what's happening at this moment, it is our dominance and our time in the business of professional wrestling through.
Hold up, y'all. 1 second. We almost through it. Video almost over. Shout out to the boy Deitrich Davis. Y'all make sure y'all go like, share, subscribe to the brother channel. He over there doing big things, man.
And through. No if, no ands, or buts. So Triple H, you all sound of my voice.
Who love the business. Because don't get me wrong, I ain't mad at JTG, but we all know the story of JTG being a black man. He didn't want to have no wrestling matches. Shoot, he just wanted to get the check. He would go hide in catering, hide in a closet, hide somewhere. But as long as he could check in for the day and get his check, yeah, don't look out for people like that. Look out for the people, my people, who are in the business, who love the business, who want to advance the business, no different than black people who came into basketball, came into football, came into baseball, came into all that stuff. Look out for those people who want to be there, but don't think just because they are black that they want to be there. Don't think that though. So don't be a fucking idiot. But yeah, watch it though.
Next 20 years, get out of our way. Let us be dominant. Let us be great. Let Jade be dominant. Let Jade be great. And stop failing her intentionally. And one last fucking message to the rest of you white bitches in the WWE that got to stand across the ring from Jade Cargill. In order for her to be greater, you got to be great.
Right. That's true.
In order for you to look good, she's got to look good. So if you're botching on purpose, if you're failing her on purpose, you're failing yourselves. You want to take it to the next level? You want to get out of that mid-card madness? You want to become elevated and main event? Jade did that just by breathing and existing. They say black Americans has to work 2 times harder. We are now at the top of the food chain. And for you to replicate, duplicate, and try to sell us and steal from us, you got to work 10 times as harder.
That's true.
So work 20 times harder, making us look good like the way we've made you look good over the years.
Now, when the brother is right, the brother is right. Now, I just gave a caveat for my disagreement about him when it comes to black people. Now let me give my caveat for my agreement with him when it comes to white people or any other race of people. For y'all people who feel like that, y'all wrong too. We are not 3/5 of a human. This is not Jacob's curse. Do not put yourself in a position just because it's been this way for year after year after year, and you think that you're going to be one of those people who get to walk in that line of those people who were able to benefit from when it was like that. Stop being that type of person. Oh, because yes, black people are taking over. They are taking over in this wrestling world. I'm not talking about in life. In this athletic world, in this wrestling world, wrestling is going to be no different than the NBA. It's going to be no different than the NFL. I can remember I grew up in a time at all. And then I can remember the black quarterback that we got for the Philadelphia Eagles. And he was the fastest man in the NFL at that time. I remember that. And I'm not that old. I think the brother Deitrich Davis is probably older than me. I remember running Randall Cunningham. He was one black dude going up against, I think it wasn't even 32 teams. It was probably only 30 teams then. We didn't even have the Jaguars and the Panthers at that time. We only had one black quarterback in the league. Now look at the league now. There are a majority of black quarterbacks in the league now. Don't think that same thing ain't finna happen to wrestling. He's 100, Deitrich Davis is 100% right that when it comes to wrestling, the level that it's going to, it's definitely finna have to be stapled after what these people with the dark skin color have to offer. That's a fact. But for why it's not happening now and racism and all that other stuff, to a certain extent, not fully, that's the part I disagree on. And we can agree to disagree. But when the brother is right, he's right. But watch this though.
Because Jade got to go out there and make Rhea look good so even Rhea can stay good. How do you think Rhea got to that position? You can't have a wrestling match by yourself. It is a partnered business. Whether you like each other or not, you got to go toe-to-toe and be able to stand equal to equal.
Toe-to-toe.
The equally yoked. Balance out the equally yoked. So if we want to see greatness,
now he just brought up the equally yoked. You know where that come from? I am nobody. Always trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save anybody, and that is Jesus the Christ. Being evenly yoked, that comes from the Bible. That's a biblical standpoint. That's a biblical fact. Now, it's a fact, even if the Bible didn't say it. But being evenly yoked itself, the term, that's biblical. But watch this, though.
I need you white bitches to stop listening to the company
the
and
profanity.
being told to phone it in when our black counterparts are in the ring. It's just that simple. It's up to you whether you choose to acknowledge that or not.
We acknowledge Roman Reigns.
It's not up to me. That's up to you. I'm gonna make sure the truth comes out and keep calling you bitches out about that. And if any of you in the company try to flag this video, don't be mad that somebody told me what you're doing. You want to know who's telling me?
Who?
Pay me $100,000 and I start snitching in this motherfucker.
I ain't got no $100,000, but yeah.
Plain and simple. I ain't scared to drop name. I'm not a bunch of YouTubers who went over there and lied on Brock Lesnar.
Rock.
You want to know the name? Give me $100,000 and I'll start talking who's snitching over there. And then all you got to do is get better. Because there are people who need the truth to get out there so greatness can move to the top. And the words of Macho Man Randy Savage, the cream always rises to the top. And that's all we are, the cream that rises to the top. It's unfortunate that we make you look prettier even when we're not trying to.
Step into a Slim Jim.
And WWE, once again, hear me loud and hear me clear. Stop intentionally failing Jade Cargill, because even when you're trying to hold that bitch back, that bitch is showing you she can't be held back. That bitch is...
Why she gotta be a bitch?
Exactly that bitch. And you ain't gonna never fuck with something like that. Ever.
Trash culture. Now that right there...
PrizePicks is now available in most states. Download the app and start playing today.
Come on, man. Even her calling herself that. I get it. I get the moniker and all that, but yeah, that's trash culture. But yeah, man, I feel what the brother Deitrich Davis was saying, man. I'm just sitting up here playing Wwe2k26, getting my points up. I'm grinding. As y'all see, man, I wasn't even focused on really playing. I'm listening to the big bro more than anything. I'm about to win this right now. I'm gonna go and wait before I cut this live off. I'm gonna go and win this match first, just to show y'all that I can win it. You know, I lost the first couple of times because that was my first time listening to the video, and the big brother was saying something, man. I don't disagree with him on every point that he made. I think I let it be known the points I disagreed with him on, and I let it be known on the points that he was 100% right on. Man. So yeah, this is what y'all bro do. I'm into the wrestling community. Call me a mark, call me a super fan. I listen to all y'all. I tune in to all y'all, and you know, I have my agreements and my disagreements, man. So. No hate here, all love here. I appreciate the international wrestling community. When you get a chance, make sure y'all come check out your boy. Come like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Interact with your boy, man. I ain't running from no conversations. I'm Mr. No Ducks himself. That means I ain't ducking no conversation, man. We can talk about this wrestling. We can talk about this Bible, this atheism, these worldviews, all of that, man. It's a whole lot that you can get from this platform. What the heck just happened again? Well, hey, I thought I was going to win this one. I didn't. I'm more focused on y'all than I am playing this game. It is what it is. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all come holler at your boy. I am Mama Ducks, Baby Duck, Mr. No Ducks himself. But watch this, though.